Depending on where you watch a cartoon, it may look completely different from the way it looks in other countries. Animators change important features and graphics to appeal to viewers all across the globe, and we're here to show you just how much these cartoons have been altered. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and please give this video a big thumbs up, because today we're sharing 10 cartoons that look different in other countries. Toy Story 2. In the 1999 film Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear gives a speech in front of Andy's toys while an American flag waves and the Star-Spangled Banner plays in the background. But for international audiences, they didn't see this same image. Pixar replaced the flag with a spinning globe to make it more universal, and the Star-Spangled Banner was replaced by a song created by composer Randy Newman called the One World Anthem. Inside Out. The adventure film Inside Out has a scene where Riley's dad is trying to feed her a spoonful of broccoli as she turns her head in disgust, but Pixar animators knew this scene wouldn't make sense globally. Since broccoli isn't considered gross in Japan, having Riley turn her head when offered this vegetable wouldn't make sense in the Asian market. So animators changed the broccoli to green peppers for its Japan audience. Another image that was altered is when a hockey scene is playing out in Riley's dad's mind. For international audiences, they inserted a soccer scene instead because soccer is more popular in other parts of the world. Toy Story 3. In Toy Story 3, animators made many changes to the original film to appeal to the Russian market. In the opening scene when the title flashes across the screen, animators changed the title so that it reads in Russian Cyrillic. All throughout the film, the English alphabet was replaced by Russian letters to make the cartoon feel more authentic in that market. Ratatouille. In the 2007 film Ratatouille, the animated movie looks different depending on where you live. In the US version of the film, you'll notice English words appear on the folder, newspaper, and the letter in this scene. But in the version that was created for France, all of the writing was converted to French. This just goes to show you how much thought and effort is put into animated films so they are relatable to different audiences. WreckIt Ralph. In the film WreckIt Ralph, the racer Minty Zaki was created and named after film animator Hayao Miyazaki. But for the Japanese version of the film, Minty's last name is changed to Sakura, and her entire image received a makeover. Even though she's a minor character in the film, animators still decided to switch up her look with red lip gloss, short green hair with fringe bangs, layered bangs on either side of her face, and a bun drizzled in chocolate. Up. Up is the 2009 adventure film released by Disney, and just like the rest of the movies on our list, it was changed a bit to reflect different markets. In the scene where Ellie is showing her adventure book, the book was translated into different languages depending on where the film would be shown. And when it came to the money jar, it was labeled with Paradise Falls for the English version of the film, but animators didn't want to translate this saying into different languages and run the risk of losing its meaning. So instead, the letters were scrapped and an image that can be understood on a global level was used instead. Pokémon. In this scene from the cartoon Pokémon, animators wanted the characters to appeal to the show's English-speaking audience. There's a scene where Misty, Ash, and Brock are talking about eating onigiri, a popular Japanese snack that's covered with rice and seaweed. But for the English audience, they kept the image of the onigiri in the scene, but the characters referred to the treats as jelly-filled donut instead. Monsters University. In a scene from Monsters University where Randy makes a batch of cupcakes, the dessert spells out the word "Be My Pal" in the English version of the film. But in international versions, Pixar animators went with smiley faces instead. It would have been way too hard for them to translate the words in every language, especially since the number of letters is different in various dialects. So they went with the universal smiley face instead, and it worked out great. Planes. The character Rochelle looks completely different depending on where you watch Planes. She has a different color and sometimes even a different name. In the US, the racer is pink, red, and white, and in Australia, she's red, green, yellow, black, and white with a kangaroo on her side. In China, her name is Yun Yan Fei, and she's red, yellow, and white. And in Germany, her name is Heidi, and she's white, black, yellow, and red. Zootopia. American culture is pretty well understood in most areas of the world, but animators still made subtle changes to Zootopia to bridge the cultural gaps. In other parts of the world, the movie is actually entitled Zootropolis. The movie's fictional news channel CNN shows two newscasters, a snow leopard and a moose in the US, Canada, and France. But in Japan, the moose is replaced by a raccoon dog. In Australia and New Zealand, viewers see a koala bear instead. China sees a panda bear, Brazil sees a jaguar, and the UK audience sees a Welsh corgi. Were you surprised to see how different cartoons look in other countries? Let us know in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up.